Hi, you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. Maybe I see my face for the very first time. My name is Dima Presh, and on this channel, I talk about everything that has to do with international passport application in Nigeria. And when I say international passport, I mean doing it yourself with your mobile phone online and at the comfort of wherever you are. So if you've not yet followed this channel, subscribe to this channel and turn on the post notifications so that you get notified every single time I post on this channel. Because trust me, I drop videos here every week and you don't want to miss them because they are very beneficial. So without wasting much time, I'm just going to be going straight to what we have for today. And it is common mistakes you need to avoid when you're applying for your international passport here in Nigeria. The very first mistake that you should be avoiding is
After I finished shooting this video, I just realized that everything I have been saying was just mute because my microphone went off without me noticing it. And because of that, I'm going to be using this voiceover to relay the message for the rest of this video. So don't get distracted, just listen to what I am saying so that you'll be able to take the information home. All right. So the first common mistake that you need to avoid when you're applying for your own international passport or you're applying for someone is to make sure you choose the right category. This mistake is very, very easy to make. Know that there are three types of passports in Nigeria. We have the standard passport, the diplomatic passport, and the official passport. So you need to know the category you fall under so that you don't make the mistake of going to apply for another category. Maybe you fall under the category of standard passport and you go ahead to go and apply for a diplomatic passport or for an official passport. That automatically means that your money is gone and that application will be cancelled. You have to start over again using the right category. So make sure of that before you begin your application. And then the next point you need to consider before you begin that application so that you don't make mistake is your information. Make sure that every single information you're imputing for your passport application or for anyone you're applying for is correct information, starting from their very basic documents, information like their addresses, arrangement of their name, every single thing. Make sure that the information is correct and whatever you're imputing on the immigration website tallies exactly with the document you are going to be uploading. Because if there is any discrepancies, it is going to be a big issue. Your application is going to be queried, or the day you go for your appointment, you're going to be having a lot of back and forth at the immigration office. And trust me, you do not want to find yourself in that situation. If it warrants you to make some calls just to confirm the information you're about to impute, please do. It is better safe than sorry. All right. Now, the next thing you have to put into consideration is expired or invalid document. This is one mistake that a lot of people do. They feel like, oh, since somebody is there to look at what they are doing, they just do whatever they like, not knowing that there are repercussions ahead. Some people go ahead to use invalid document that already expired or document that are no longer in use. They just go ahead and upload it thinking that they can maneuver the entire situation. But trust me, it doesn't work that way. This is one mistake that a lot of people do. And like I said, on the day of your capturing, you start having problems, or your application might even be queried and will warrant you to now start paying unnecessary additional fees where you're trying to save costs. You end up paying even more. So you need to avoid this mistake. Make sure that the document you're applying with or the document you are uploading for that person you're assisting, that they are very updated, that they are very, very valid before you proceed. They are not forged documents or they are not invalidated documents or expired documents. All right. Now, moving on to the next is using another person's information or document. I think I've already mentioned it in previous points I just talked about. Do not use any other person's documents except if you're applying for a minor, right? Check the video where I talked about applications for minors, documents required, and all of that. There are exceptions for them for a period of time, right? But as an adult, so long as you're 18 years and above, you are not permitted to use any other person's document that is not your own so that you don't start facing issues with immigration. All right. So always cross check this, especially if you're assisting someone to apply, so that don't go and put yourself in problems simply because you assisted someone to apply. And then at the end of the day, it will be traced back to you and it will start looking like an impersonation case. Make sure that it tallies with the documents you have with you before you proceed to do that application. Do not fall into that mistake because it is going to cost you so much that you did not plan for. All right. Now, the next common mistake that I see a lot of people making is not sticking to instructions. A lot of Nigerians find this thing very difficult to do. I always say this thing, I've said it like countless times on this channel, that applying and getting your international passport is not difficult. But at the end of the day, I end up seeing a lot of people running helter skelter or finding it very difficult, having multiple questions that they're asking, seeking help on how to go about this. Everything is already outlined for you there at the immigration website. For every single thing you want to do, read the instruction that follows it to make sure that you're obeying it. Because most times when you don't obey the instruction that is given there, you will not even be able to proceed to the next page. That's one thing about it. Or even if they allow you to proceed and complete your application, you realize that the damages that it's going to cost you just because you did not obey that single instruction that was given to you at the point of application will be something that you would eventually regret. And most time it's going to cost you money. And you know the entire reason why you started the process by yourself using your phone and trying to do it online, right? To save money. So why would you, if, at the end of the day, spend money more than someone that even contacted a third party to do it for them? Exactly. So just follow simple basic instructions that are there. If at any point you think or you feel you cannot do this application by yourself, it is better, it is safe to seek the help of a professional, someone that will assist you through the entire process. Or you can join the Passport with Ease course, where you get the entire procedure on how to get it done yourself without facing any issues. Not spend more than what you budgeted for or more than you are even required to spend by doing it yourself. All right. Moving to the next point is false payment. Some people might want to play smart because of the fact that they are given the liberty. Nobody is collecting the money from them. Like, just go ahead, make payment. They tell you how much to pay and all that. Some people will not want to play smart. For example, you might go on the website after you have done with your application and everything, and then at the point of payment, you now saw that what was stipulated for you to pay is 60,300, for example, because you want to play smart. You now go ahead to pay only 60,000 naira and leave the 300 naira, or you now decide to pay 50k and leave the other one because you feel like, oh, you have the liberty of doing this transaction and then nothing. You do not know that even if it is 2,599 naira, you must complete it exactly that way without moving one single naira from it. Do you know what happens at that time? First thing that will happen is that that money is gone. Most times, before you get that money back, you will sweat before you'll be able to get that money back. Why? Simply because you refused to follow the exact simple instruction that was given out. Pay so and so amount. You went ahead to pay what you have in your mind. At the end of the day, either that money is gone, you'll not be able to recover it back. You have to start your application over again and pay a new fee. Or before you get that money back, you have to go through hell to get it back. So why? Just obey simple instruction. Follow exactly what you're told. Don't try to play smart. Don't try to do anything funny on that website so that you don't have yourself to blame at the end of the day. So avoid false payment by every means possible. All right. The last point I'm going to be mentioning on this video, a lot of people make in the process of applying or getting their international passports, is something I've always like. I'm tired of saying it already. And this thing is starting late. See, I always encourage people to start the process as soon as possible. But at the end of the day, people always like last minute rush. In the sense that, okay, they already know that they're going to be needing a passport. And probably when they'll be needing it is October this year. Let me say we're still in April. And they know they're going to be needing a passport for October this same year. And you already know that you are on a budget. You want to save money as much as possible. Instead of you to start that application immediately, you already have the money with you, or there's nothing delaying you, all your documents are already ready. Why not start at that moment to apply so that you know that, okay, I'm done with the entire application, I'm just waiting for it to be out? You have a longer period of wait time. You're not in a haste, you don't have any deadline to meet, nobody is pressuring you. You have all the time to wait for your passport to be out, right? And get it whenever it's ready. But some people, or most people, will not even do that. Instead, they will wait. If, for example, they will need that passport on the 13th of October, they will wait till the 10th of October or even on the 12th of October, and then they will now come and start bombarding me on my DM like, please, can I get this passport in the same day? If I do the application today, will I get it the same day? And now they will be expecting this to pay the same price as someone who is doing it by themselves. You now know that it is no longer possible because now you are going to automatically be paying for express because you need it very, very fast. You get, and most times for you to even get it fast the way you want it, you need to know the kind of guaranteed person you are working with to be able to get it, because most times these things are out of control. So even after you have paid for that express service, you might not even get it as soon as you want it. So why not save yourself all of those stress, all that extra payment, and just do it as early as possible? At the end of the day, you need your passport for one thing or the other. If you're watching this video, in fact, it automatically means that you need an international passport, right? So why not just start immediately? Why not just start now rather than waiting for when it is already almost late or completely late before you now start? You now start spending times 2 or times 3 of what you would have originally spent if you had started on time. So this is one big mistake that a lot of people make every single time. They feel like it is not anything, but at the end of the day, it's a big mistake. So start early, especially if you're on a budget. But if you're not in a budget, you can actually afford to pay any amount you're told. I will still encourage you to start early, because sometimes, like I said earlier, these things are beyond control. It could be that there are no booklets at the point that you're now ready to get your passport. But if you are started early, even if there was no booklet, before you get to that time when you need that passport, booklets will be made available and your passport will be ready even weeks or months before you need them. So stop waiting for the dying minute, stop waiting for the last minute before you now start running helter skelter to go get a passport for yourself. You now start hearing things like, it's urgent. Can I get it in the same day? Can I get it within 1 week? Can I get it in 2 days? You know, all those kind of things. And most times, these people like this are not even willing or not even ready or not financially capable to take the cost that comes with needing it urgently. So why not save yourself all of those stress? Right? So that is basically it. I believe I've been able to mention a lot of the common mistakes that I've noticed people make when they want to apply or get an international passport. Take advice from all of these things I have said, right? Whether you are doing this application for yourself or you're assisting a friend or you've already taken this business as another stream of income that is bringing you money, that means you're assisting other people to get their international passports in exchange for a fee. Please put all of these things into consideration and also encourage your customers. Anybody that comes for inquiries, encourage them to start early, all right? Because it will save them a lot of stress and it will save them a lot of money as well. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening till the end. Don't forget to like this video, share it also, and again, kindly subscribe to this channel so that you will help the algorithm to boost this video to other people that would also be needing it. Thank you so much. And before I go, just in case you have any topic you want me to talk about regarding international passports, traveling abroad, studying abroad, relocating to Canada as a permanent resident, please drop the topic in the comment section so that I can make a complete video to clear your questions. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.